Welcome to the Association of Gulf Jewish Communities Model Seder of Rosh Hashana. Now I'm going to be showing you what is customary to do on the 2 nights of Rosh Hashanah, on the New Year Eves, as we select a group of fruits and vegetables and food that precede the family meal, however, after the Kiddush and the blessing on the bread. So we have a seder of meals with food that are symbolically selected because of the connotation suggested by their name. Before we eat the food, we recite a special blessing or a special wishes that connote the name of the food, and after that we eat the food. So the custom of our community is to begin with the apple. The apple either dipped in sugar or dipped in honey according to different communities. And before we take the apple and dip it in honey and eat it, we say the following: Yehi ratzon milefanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu shetithadesh aleinu shana tova ומתוקה מראשית השנה ועד אחרית השנה. May it be your will, our God, God of our fathers, to grant us a good and sweet year from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And then we eat it. The next type of food is known as Chard or Leek. And that again, the name of it in Hebrew connotes the special wishes that we have. This is the leek, as uncooked and uncut. Of course, at home, you could certainly clean it, cut it, and if you want to season it or saute it, of course, you could do that. I'm here having it just so you could see what a leek is all about. So we take the leek. I'm not going to eat it now, but I'm going to recite it, and we say the following: Yehi ratzon milefanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu she'karetu oyevenu ve'son'enu v'chol mevakshei ra'atenu. May it be your will, Lord our God and God of our fathers, that all of our enemies and all those who seek evil upon us be cut off. As chard in Hebrew means to cut. The third type of food that we eat that night is known as the salka or the selik, and this is called Swiss chard. Swiss chard is a type of a lettuce. It's called Swiss chard, and again, because in Hebrew it connotes the special blessings and wishes. So we take the Swiss chard. Again, you can also saute it, make pancakes out of that, or cook it however you like to eat it, and recite the following before you eat it. יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו שיסתלקו אויבינו ושונאינו וכל מבקשי רעתנו. May it be your will, Lord our God and God of our fathers, that all of our enemies and all those who seek evil upon us be uprooted. That's the word selek in Hebrew. Our next type of food is the date. Famous date that is the national product of the Gulf region, and that date we recite the following: Tamar in Hebrew. Yehi ratzon milefanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu sheyitamu oyevenu ve'son'enu v'chol mevakshei ra'atenu. May it be your will, Lord our God and God of our fathers, that all of your enemies and our enemies and all those who seek upon evil be eradicated. The next type of food is the gourd. The gourd is a type of a squash, right? Calabaza, kusa type, squash. It's called the gourd. And also we could cut it and cook it and prepare it the way we like to eat it. And then take a piece of it and recite the following. The kara, it's called in Hebrew. Yehi ratzon milefanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu שתקרא רוע גזר דיננו ויקראו לפניך זכויותינו. May it be your will, Lord our God and God of our fathers, that you will gourd our evil decrees and tear them, and our good deeds will be read before you and counted. The next is the black-eyed peas, or the rubia, or the fasulia, or the lubia, depending on which country you come from, different names to the black-eyed peas. Of course, again, you could cook it in any way you want, and then take a spoonful of it and recite the following before you eat it. יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, שירבו זכויותינו כרוביה. May it be your will, O God, God of our fathers, that our good deeds shall be as plentiful as the black-eyed beans, as they look very plentiful. The next is the Rimon, pomegranate. Unfortunately, the season here still don't have pomegranates. Hopefully the next 2 weeks we will have it. But we have to take pomegranate seeds. And again, there's really not much to cook about them. You could eat them raw and take a spoonful of the seeds of the pomegranate and recite the following. יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, שירבו זכויותינו כרימון. May it be your will, Lord our God and God of our fathers, that our good deeds shall be as plentiful as the seeds of the pomegranate. Legend has it in the Talmud that the pomegranate, each pomegranate has 613 seeds, an allusion to the 613 mitzvot, 613 commandments that the Torah, that our Bible has. I'm going to put you to that challenge. Maybe you could count every seed on that pomegranate and let me know how many of those you counted. And the last thing that we eat is what's known as the head of a sheep. Some communities eat a head of a fish. But of course, to some people that may be very squeamish about having a head of a sheep there or a head of a fish, we brought you instead a tongue of a sheep. Tongue sliced like a cold cut. You could also use it as a symbol of the head of the sheep. And we recite the following again before eating it. You can eat it raw like this, or you could cook it and you could saute it in any way you want. And then you take a piece of it and you recite the following. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, שנהיה לראש ולא לזנב, ותזכור לנו אלוה של יצחק אבינו עליו השלום. May it be your will, Lord our God and God of our fathers, that we shall be at the head or ahead, successful, and not be at the tail of all of our endeavors, and recall in our favor the ram of our forefather Yitzhak. That is the sheep, that is the ram that was used instead of our forefather Yitzhak, Isaac, as he was bound. And to remember that, we used the head of a sheep. And with that, we conclude the Seder of Rosh Hashana. Let me wish you and extend to you a Shana Tova u'Metuka, a happy and a good and sweet year, ותזכו לשנים רבות נעימות וטובות. May you be inscribed in the book of life for many years in good health. Amen. Thank you very much.